This one mostly tells the story of Sarafina. The official version of her is such a nothing character that it makes her a perfect character for fanfiction writers. She can be anything you want. And no, it is not a jab at the fans, it is a jab at Disney for not doing anything with Serafino and failing so hard that one time they tried. It's actually interesting that some fans try to turn Serafino into a good character, and I believe this comic has the best version of Serafino. She, her sister Karina, and their mother are approaching Pride Lands. In the Outlands, Jackals attack them and their mother sacrifices her life so that the daughters would make it into the Outland. A Jackal managed to bite Karina's neck and Serafino doesn't know what to do. Uru shows up and takes the girls to Pride Rock. They will take Karina to Rafiki, whom just like McKinney is a little bit dumb as a young person. Here Ahadi has both red and black mane. I love it. Serabi and her sisters play with Serafina when she wakes up. After a while, Scar, real name Takasa, shows up. He asks Serafina if all the raw cubs are Ranti. Serafina tells Takasa that he is also Ranti. Serabi tells Serafino that he is the prince, but Takasa is actually happy that he finally found someone who actually talks back. This version of Uru is actually a mute because of throat injury. Karina is alive and well. At night Rafiki will do a lore dump. An empire will burn down many kingdoms and Pride Lands would be one of the few surviving kingdoms. A strange lioness with magical powers will show up. She would eventually become Mohatu's consort, and when she gave birth to their twin sons Ahadi and Askari, she would give her remaining magic to the second-born Askari. And that's how the Lion Guard was created, and the magic powers would be given to the second-born royal when they become worthy of it. The next day, Askari and the guard die. Zero, a mean cop, suspects that Serafina and Karina had something to do with it. I thought Uru was bigger than usual, but my god, Zuzu is huge. She is almost as big as a lion cub. Zazu could sit on her shoulder. Zuzu and some others think their mother has abandoned them, which infuriates Serafina. She will run away, but Takasa would find and comfort her, which is the start of their romance. Serafina will grow up to be a strong and capable lioness with an attitude that makes her a favorite of mine. Serafina and Zero had been at each other's throat since the day they met. Now Zero is fighting Serafina as training. Zero will lose because of a gay panic. Serafina and Takasa's dynamic is so entertaining now. Apparently both Mufasa and Takasa should marry lionesses from another kingdoms, but they don't care. They love Serabi and Serafina, and Pride Lands is the more powerful kingdom, so they can get away with it. Zero's mother sees Takasa and Serafina and is furious. She wants Zero to marry Mufasa or Takasa so that they would become royal as well, and because of that she is harsh on Zero. A few cubs have been missing and nobody knows who to blame. Ahadi and Uru think the hyenas have something to do with it, but they don't have any proof, so they can't do anything, which enrages Uru. The next day Zero and Serafina argue. Eventually Serafina tells Zero that her miserable mother is no excuse for her be like this. Zero says at least her mother didn't abandon her, so Serafina attacks Zero. It will be a bloody battle. They will be stopped. They will be grounded, stuck with each other for a few hours until they learn to behave. Somehow Serafina and Zero look cuter when they are covered in blood. I don't know, am I a psychopath or is it because of how cute the art style is? The hyena siblings Shenzi, Banzai and Ed show up. I love Shenzi's colors here. Zero and Serafina want to kill them, but they say they are the children of Banagi the hyena matriarch, so they better not start trouble. Before they go, Shenzi tells Zero that being violent isn't the right way to flirt. Yeah, this whole time Zero wasn't jealous of Serafina for having Takasa. She was jealous of Takasa for having Serafina. Yeah, it is one of those moments that the girl bullies the main character because she has a crush on him. Well, her in this case. Serafina doesn't say it, but she also has a crush on Zero. I'm not saying it just because they started licking each other. I'm saying it because I have seen the fan arts that are from the future of this timeline. I know they will start a polyamorous relationship with Takasa. Zero's mother is an abusive one. She asks her why she didn't just kill Serafina when she gave her the free opening. Zero inherited her psychoness from her mother, didn't she? Zero loves Sarafina because she is the only one who isn't afraid of her. The next day, Sarafina suggests Scar and Zero to sneak into Outlands because the hyenas sneaked into their land and now it's time for revenge. Scar is shocked to see Sarafina and Zero get along, but he agrees to get into some trouble. Zero being protective of Sarafina is both scary and cute at the same time. Now look at this panel. My god, it is beautiful. I am sold on the whole Sarafina X Scar X Zero thing now. It was weird at first, but now I can't get enough of it. They will be successful and will enter the hyena's lair. Only then Shenzi and Ko find them. They get introduced and I love Taka's attitude. My ladies are Sarafina and Zero. Yeah, he knows and approves it and will be sassy about it. Takaso and Shenzi talk. Meanwhile, Sarafina and Zero play fight with Banzai and Ed. That's cute. Basho, Shenzi's mother, shows up. She tells her kids to escort the lions back to Pride Lands. When they reach home, Zero is the first to go. Sarafina starts talking about Zero to Scar and says maybe she was the jerk here. Scar says they are both the jerks and Sarafina says she is not above beating royalty. Man, I love their attitude. Sarafina says that Zero has a crush on her and asks Scar if it bothers him. Takasa just asks Sarafina how she feels about it. Sarafina doesn't know the answer, but we know that deep down they know. Ahadi asks his boys if they have found a mate. Mufasa says he has chosen Serabi. Takaso says he won't steal the spotlight from Mufasa, so instead he will choose his guard first. Ahadi buys it, but Uru just stares at Takaso. She also knows. Also, I love to see the Lion King lions actually eating. In the official media they say circle of life all the time, and yet they are afraid of showing lions eat other animals. The competitions will happen and the candidates will compete in different matches so that Takaso would choose his guard. The last competition is Baobab Ball. Sarafina and Zero will do a great team move to win. I'm so sold on this relationship. At night, Takaso takes Sarafina to the Lion Guard lair, which is forbidden for them. We immediately see why it was forbidden. Apparently, the leader of the Lion Guard can control a demon, but I think because Takaso isn't officially the leader yet, the demon attacks them, heavily damaging both of them. And I love Takaso's ego here. He tells the demon to obey while he is being torn apart. The demon stops time to talk to Sarafina. It tells her that her leg will be badly damaged, so she can't become a guard anymore. Takaso will lose interest in her and would choose Zero over her, but she will eventually find happiness in becoming Nala's mother. I think the demon is lying. Her other choice is to make a pact with the demon to forge a new reality that fits her better. She agrees in order to save Takaso, so the world will be soft rebooted. It will transform from a Lion King fan comic into a Lion King inspired webcomic. But don't worry, because it still will continue the story, but now some characters have a different name. So yeah, if you want to see the rest of it, go and read it for yourself. But note that the continuation of it is not called Broken Crown and is actually called The Reign of Chains. I personally don't mind this change. Besides, I still have these first 4 chapters and the fan arts and my own imaginations. I don't blame the artist for this change. I know not everyone wants to be in the shadow of a fan base forever.